You want to smile for the camera? This is my rock. This is my baby. Hey! This is my Kermie. This is my piggy. So I need your prayers, guys. It was It's been rough lately. So I just got a text message. Sherry's cold and John put some more blankets on her. I need your prayers, guys. Sherry needs your prayers. John needs your prayers. So, not to change your subject, I'm having a rough time getting out of bed today. I need to get a shower. I had plans on going to the gym this morning, but I took an extra pill last night. And yes, I'm allowed to try to make sure I don't have seizures. I have to do that right now. So last night my mom called me and told me my dad's brother passed away. And honestly, I laughed. Because she does her normal, calls my husband, Mike. Yeah. He's like, yeah, Louise. Are you at home? Yeah, Louise. Are you with Laura? Or no, is Laura home? Yes. Are you with her? Yes. Can you put it on speaker? So my whole family knows when my mom does that spiel, I start screaming, what happened to who? Who got hurt? Laura. Yes, Mom. Your Uncle Eddie passed away tonight. And I started laughing. I was like, well, serves him right. My mom's like, what'd you say? I said, serves him right. Ignorant. Whatever. So she hung up. And after I did that, I'm like, whoa, that was heartless. Was it? So my Uncle Eddie and I have a past. Not, like he touched me or, anything like that. But I lost my dad when I was 14. And he had a massive heart attack. And I came home and I found him. I love my dad. My dad was my best friend. Anybody who knows me or knew me back then knows I was peachy. That was literally what he called me, his peachy. When I lived with my dad, his brother Ed was a good uncle. Good. I think because if it was anything else, my dad would have kicked his you-know-what. This is the only time I got Christmas presents from him. I got birthday gifts from him. And we're not talking we're talking years ago. We're talking my Uncle Eddie would give me a $50 bill and I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. I would get $50 bills. And that was in the late 80s, early 90s. He paid me. Now, my dad and my uncle both worked at the Camp Hill prison. They were both at the prison during the riot. But when my dad died, my uncle changed. I'd try calling him, wouldn't answer. I'd try just spending time with him, wouldn't answer. He was dating a woman named Yen, who was very nice. I knew her daughter, Crystal. When Crystal passed away when we were in middle school/high school, that's how I found out my uncle was dating her mom at the funeral. So, long story short, years down the road, we called her my Aunt Dot's funeral. And my uncle asked my sister who I was because he was going to hit on me. And of course, my sister kind of flipped out and I kind of flipped out. And that's just really nasty. But I didn't get that mad because he hadn't seen me in a long time. I mean, this was probably like 7 years after my dad died, 8 years. And then the next time I saw him, I worked at Circuit City, and he came in cussing and screaming at me because his DVD player didn't work. I'm trying to talk to him. People around me are trying to talk to him. And finally I looked at him and I looked at Yen and I said, "Do you know who I am?" "No." "Do I care?" "Do you see this name tag?" "Yeah." "Do you see this nose? This nose, this big old nose. Does it look familiar?" And he really looked confused. And I'm like, "Uncle Eddie, it's Laura. It's Peachy." He just walked away. Yen's like, "I'm so sorry." Yeah, the D word did come to mind. But of course I was at work. So I went into the back and I had kind of like a meltdown. And my boss was like, "You can't do this to customers." And I'm like, "That's just not a customer. That's my uncle." So a couple years goes by and my Uncle Charlie passes away. My great Uncle Charlie. Man, he fought like hell. He had cancer several times. It ate half of his face at one time. It made part of his stomach. And so brave. He was told many times that he was going to pass. Well, at his funeral, of course, I was dating Mike. And my uncle made a comment that this girl had really nice rack and the sweatshirt or the sweater that she was wearing really made it look nice. Needless to say, my boyfriend, who is my husband now, Mike, heard that. That freaking sucked. So, another long story short, I never talked to my uncle again after that. So when he passed last night, I was happy. But then I'm like, you know what? That SOB never apologized. Never. I mean, maybe he was embarrassed. Maybe, you know. I mean, there was years before that he had a heart attack and my sister took me to see him, and basically this was probably like 2 years after my dad died, and we were told it's family only, and we weren't on the list, so we couldn't go in and see him. Okay, maybe they forgot to put us on. But now watching Sherry and thinking about my Uncle Charlie, and many of you know that my sisters and I don't talk. Last night, my sister Eileen and I texted for a while. My family has a lot of drama, and I hate it. I hate it so bad. And all I kept thinking about last night was, how do I get my family back together? I have the greatest uncles. My gosh, my Uncle Bill, he fought for his life a couple years ago, and I planned my wedding while he was dying in the hospital. And I was ready to call off the wedding, and we both fought like heck for him. And he turned around one day and said, you're going to help me and I'm going to make it, and I'm going to stand up at your wedding. Guess what? He not only stood up at my wedding, he walked into my wedding. I know God does miracles. I just wish my family could get along, because on my dad's side, my Uncle Eddie was the last. I mean, we're talking cousins and things like that. The last person with the silver last name is my niece. She is truly a silver, too. There is no denying it. So, I guess I know this is longer than what I normally do, and I wish I knew how to edit this, because I'd probably edit to make this shorter, but I'm scared, guys. I love Sherry. I love her husband. They're like my family. I've already lost too much family. I need to know how to forgive my uncle. My mom says I wouldn't even worry about it. He's already gone. But I need to learn myself how to forgive him so I can move on. Maybe one of you guys can understand that and give me something to pray or comment something. Because I'm falling apart here, and I can't let that happen. Trish, my sister, the what if, she's been through so much, and I've been texting her a lot, and she can't handle this with me right now. She won't tell me that. She's been sending me messages back, but that's Sleeping Beauty. She was up with me most of the night. But I didn't even go to the gym today. I had it all planned and scheduled. Go to the gym. Go to the market. Go see Sherry. Come home. Get a shower. Go have early Thanksgiving with my mom, my husband, and her church. I don't even know if I want to do that. This is how stressed out I've been. My mom's birthday is 11/12. I am the one who reminds everybody in the family my mom's birthday is 11/12. So yesterday, while my mom and my niece and I are talking, my mom goes, "Oh, I got this new coffee pot." And I said, "Who got you that?" And she's like, "Marianne." And then Marianne come in the room and she could hear us on speaker, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Aunt Laura, wait till you see it." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you get it for her?" And she's like, "Yeah, for her birthday." I'm like, "Mom, what's today?" She's like, "The 14th. I'm like, oh my, I flipped. I could not stop bawling. Yeah, I missed my mom's birthday. So I know things are getting stressed. And 2 nights ago, I went to the gym and I worked out hard. And my friend Amy, we haven't seen each other in months. We laughed. We laughed so hard. I swear I almost peed myself. But I'm going to end this video because my stinky butt needs to go get a shower. And I need to go be with Sherry. Because we're going to laugh today. We're going to cry today. We're going to do us like we always have been doing lately. But yesterday, we had some good laughs. Because yesterday it was so cold outside, I couldn't find my hairdryer that I used my Jeep to blow dry my hair in their driveway. It was hysterical. So, anyways, I love you guys. Sorry this was so long. I had to get things off my chest, and I don't know where to turn. My husband is so stressed out with his job. The other day, he had to work almost a 24-hour shift, came home for 2 hours of sleep, and then went back to work. And a couple other people I know would just tell me to suck it up. But I think I've sucked it up so much that I can't suck anymore. Oh my God, that's as bad as the globe. Anyways, I better go. Love you guys. Bye.